We're back again to play some games. We're back with Mayday Memory, and last time, Chris's comrades, teammates, came over to her house, and Chris gave me the responsibility of telling them, all her comrades, like over 30 of them, that they all have chips in their head from going to the memory market because, what's his face? Adrian probably put it all in them. So before we start, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, follow me on my social media. It's always in the description below, and we can get started. Episode 25, The Seed They Planted. Let's go. Inside every one of your heads, there's a chip implanted. Do you believe me? They were put there by a man named Adrian. In using that, he manipulated you. The nature video you could clearly see inside your heads was all made with that chip. I was so nervous that my mouth had completely dried up, but I kept going. And Adrian's plan to manipulate people again. Some of you might already know, but there is a mediation class held by a teacher named R and Roma. We do not mess with Roma. I still don't know, because R, I don't know, because Roma, she was a threat. And R was just weird. I don't know if he's as threatening as Roma or what. Held by a teacher named R. That is extremely popular nowadays. I told him about everything that happened at the temple. So that's what he's been up to. Adrian. What are they planning on doing with the memories they have stolen? We haven't actually managed to find out yet. However, we can't let them do the same to other people as he did to you, right? Please help us out. Help us save the people in the temple. We need your help. After the speech, I looked up and saw the new hippies visibly agitated. That can't be true. So the chip she's talking about, that's still inside our heads? So what's going to happen with that? Like, what if it explodes? Calm down. After all, didn't you kind of expect this? But the new hippies didn't quiet down. Then Chris adamantly raised her voice. She raised her voice. We do what we do best. That person right now, Dell, is helping people in the same situation as us. That's what we have to do too. Up until now, we have been using the wrong methods. We need to change. We don't see the video in our heads anymore, so we don't have any excuse to act like that. Try to remember when we first met, what our ideals were. Realize how different we have become since then. It seemed like even the ones Chris pointed out earlier hadn't realized that. Chris, did you know about that? That we had that in our heads? I did. So you knew, but didn't tell us? Yuan, you know we all knew someone was controlling us that whole time. How the controlling took place? That is just the method. Nothing about that will change. Nothing will change? With that one fact, everything has changed. This isn't about anyone else. That thing in our heads. You hid that from us? Our leader who told us to share everything? I agree with you on too. Chris, why did you hide it? If you don't explain, I don't think I can keep supporting you. Answer the best you can. But Chris just stood silent. Girl, you gotta say something. Chris, say something. The thing you told me earlier. I'm sure they will understand too. What? You didn't even tell us, but you told that girl? Oh God, I shouldn't have said that. Just then, Chris raised her head, looked straight at the new hippies, and opened her mouth to speak. I got a grasp of the situation. First, after coming back to my senses, while we were locked up, I only felt one thing: helplessness. I felt like I could become a mindless puppet at any moment because of the chip inside my head. I believe some of you might have felt like me, realizing our mistakes and deciding to start a new life. I didn't want to take that courage away from you. I wish you didn't have to know the fact that you might be controlled again at any point in the future because of that chip. It got completely silent as everyone stood perplexed about Chris's unexpected answer. So, why are you telling us now? Because of what Dell just told you about helping the people in the temple and the possibility of stopping the man pulling the strings, Adrian. Chris spoke and looked back at her party. If you can take care of Adrian, who put the chips in our heads, we are free to live however we want. You don't have to worry about being controlled again. Because I wasn't sure about the possibility until now, I haven't been able to tell you. I am sorry. I feel like I needed better odds. I didn't want to force anyone into a corner because of hope I wasn't even sure existed. Those last words, could they be about Adrian? Lies. Trusting me or not is your choice. Trusting me is not important here. The more important point is that we haven't been doing the right thing up until now. We need to help those people at the temple. We have done a lot of mistakes, and this will be our first step towards redeeming ourselves. A voice started shouting among the murmuring neo-hippies. Then are we just supposed to throw away our values we have kept during these years? Are we just supposed to throw away the name neo-hippies? That's right, whose leader are you really? Are you really the leader of the neo-hippies? Chris replied, while keeping herself from laughing. The values we kept during those years. Can you even say you remember what they were, River? What are you talking about? What are these values you say that we have been keeping? Are you saying they haven't changed? If I show you proof, will you believe me? This is it. Here's where I come in. Earlier, while looking through Chris's room, I found something that definitely will help her out. One of these could help Chris, but which one? The application? Chris, I'm sorry for just bringing this out, but here you go. Thinking it might be of use later, I brought the membership application, which I handed over to Chris. This, I see. Reading these to them will surely help. Chris raised her arm after I got everyone's attention, and had everyone stand so they could see the application form. Take a look. This is what you guys wrote when you first applied to join Evergreen. She's got receipts. I'll read it out loud. She's like, is this you? That's exactly what she's doing. I'll read it out loud for you. What each and every one of you want to do if you enter this group. See, Dre. Said Dre. Dre. I'm here, leader. You wrote that you want to become a botanist. Those are plant people. Become a botanist and make the city beautiful. Then River. Coexistence between nature and man. You really kept it short and concise. Textbook, really. So perfect you can't really add anything to it. You say you want to become a teacher. That's really like you, River. It's time to think about this using common sense. We didn't mean to harm neither the environment nor people. We changed somewhere down the line. Chris stopped for a moment, taking a deep breath. Then Dre took a step forward from the rest. Chris, you have lost your touch too. What do you take us for? Sure, it's a bit of a shock, but did you really think we'd become helpless upon knowing? I'll help you. And them. I want to go back to where we were, but I was unable to find motivation. I probably sound like a coward. Thank you, Dre. You're not a coward, you're brave. Chris turned to face River. She gave him a look, asking for his thoughts. I've always listened to you, Chris. Isn't that true? And I have always been thankful for that. Therefore, I want you to do what feels right this time. Of course. I trust you this time too. Just don't make me regret it. Thank you, River. Even as an outsider, I could clearly notice the atmosphere turned around. Right then, Dre, who had been glancing over towards me earlier, came over. Ah. What? Let's shake hands. It seems we're acquainted. Right. Did we meet at the demonstration? I really wanted to ask you to forget about what happened back then, but thank you. Yuan, who had been standing silent, just watched what was going on, lost her temper, and started shouting. What's wrong with you? Are you really the neo hippies I used to know? How can you throw away everything we fought for so easily like it's nothing? I will follow our leader, Yuan. Chris is our leader. It's time you realize that too, Yuan. Now, before it's too late. So that's the reason you didn't like our plan, Dre? Traitor. It was you who locked the door to the demonstration, right, Yuan? Ah. Let me remember. Because I think, if I remember right, a fire broke out. And I think that's when we met Hansel. And I was trying to escape, but the door was locked. So Hansel had to shoot it down, I think. So I guess she's the one who locked the door. I barely remember. What? The door was locked? When? Wait, what? You didn't lock it on purpose? I didn't. It was a turn of events we hadn't planned, all because of someone with bad intentions. Get her out of here. Get her out of here. I don't want her on this team. Get her out of here. Dre stared sharply at Yuan. Yuan, the plan was clear. We were only to scare the audience, not target them. It was to prevent the scammers from escaping. Also, you guys agreed too, didn't you? Everyone who was there, saying they were trash who didn't care about the environment. Yuan, I'm trying to tell you, that way of thinking has to change. It had now developed into a situation where Yuan was only one side and everyone hostile toward Yuan on the other side. Thanks to you just doing things however you please, those guys really suffered. Dre spoke, looking at us. Hansel did suffer a bit, didn't you? What do you mean? That was all thanks to Jeff. I said I'm sorry. I see. Thank you, everyone. Jeff, I'll give you 10 seconds to take credit now. That's too short. Can't you just give me 20 seconds? It seems 10 seconds has passed. My watch is a bit faster than it should be. It looked like the stiff Chris from just a moment ago had loosened up because of some jokes. But there was still one more person she had to convince. Chris stopped smiling again. She was waiting for that one person, for Yuan to speak up. All that we have done, the ideals and values. Remove that, and what do I have left? A criminal record? My name is in red on a piece of paper. There is nothing left. I have nothing to go back to. I am a new hippie. Yuan continued with a barely audible voice. And now, I don't have Envy either. Who is Envy? What happened to her? How can we know? She's weak. She might have gone to a situation where she couldn't come back to us, even if she wanted to. Because of that, I can't do anything else than keep going. To tell her we're here. It's my signal. I see. It's because of Envy, Yuan. Chris and Yuan kept bringing up the name Envy, the person who apparently had not been present from the start. Looks like she was important, that Envy person. Cooperate. Then we will be able to find her together. I'm sure she's gone out safely. Looking for her together is bound to be quicker than you looking on your own. So, Chris, people are simple to you, right? For you and your amazing observing eyes, nothing gets past you. Isn't that why you're saying all this? Because you know everyone will follow your orders? That never crossed my mind. Anyhow, it's a success. Congratulations. Chris, until we find Envy, I'll join you. But you are not our leader. She looked around at the many neo hippies behind Chris and said, at least, not my leader. Hearing that, Chris smiled and replied, thank you, Yuan. I don't want her on the team. And I want to show you this too. It's your membership application. Do you remember what you wrote? I don't remember. I don't care. Chris kept talking, not at all bothered. I see. I memorized every word of it, what you wrote. It was so touching. You wanted to give the person you like real flowers, you wrote. Do you like Envy? Is that why? Did you want to give flowers to Envy? Yuan stood silent. Who is Envy? And Envy better, I just thought of something. Envy better not be that girl Roman made me kill. I would lose my mind. I know they said it was a robot, but you know, plot twist. I looked at Chris. I felt like everything had finished in a good way. Chris, did everything work out? Sure, thanks to all of you. No, that's not what I meant. I looked at the new hippies who were considerably more amicable than a moment ago. Among them, I could see Yuan, looking lonely, leaning towards the wall. Hey Dell, my shoulders hurt. Oh, right. Trying to quickly get off, I was on his shoulders the whole entire time she was talking. Even when I handed her the paper. Trying to quickly get off Sid's shoulders, I ended up falling forward, flat on my face. What? Rude. Blue hair. You look more frail than you seem. Sorry, Dell. Then the man named River yelled, as if he just remembered something. I remember. You. Aren't you the girl who was with Anne at the demonstration? I just told you. Didn't you listen? Rather than being together, we were caught together by you guys. Well, this must be destiny then. Thanks to you, we had quite some fun last time too. I'm not sure if I'd call it fun, but sure. But why were you with Anne? Are you like his secret girlfriend or something? No, she's nothing like that. No, it's not that. I was cut short by the front door slamming open. Boy, who invited you over here? How you just gonna walk into a stranger's... Nah, actually, we're dealing with Anne right now. He would walk into a stranger's house. It's true, though. For a moment, every single person in Chris's house stood frozen in place. As if I just ran a marathon. It strained me to just call out his name. Anne? Dell. I gotta remember to take out this music. This music is copywritten. At first, everyone was completely stunned by Anne entering the house, but then... Hey, isn't that Anne? Looks like him, though. Is it really Anne? Suddenly, the whole place drowned in noise. What does Anne do again? Is he a model or actor? I didn't know what he does. I forget. Why are you here? Well, I told him to come. Of course you did, Jeff. Of course you did. I told him to come. What? Why? Dell, Elaine has disappeared. Uh-oh. But you know, part of me is just a little suspicious about Elaine. Like, is she still in contact with Adrian? Did she take him to see Adrian? Did she take Anne to see Adrian? Who is she on the phone with? Earlier in that other chapter? She's just a little suspicious. Dell, Elaine, had disappeared. It took me about 5 seconds to realize what he had just said. Jeff, is that true? I think so. Just now I checked the message Elaine left behind. Please take care of Anne. That's why I told him to come over quickly. So that means Elaine just abandoned Anne and left? So now we have to take care of him? I don't get it. Did something happen to her? Seems like it. Since I lost my memory, I'm not sure how Elaine used to be, but Dell should know. Elaine used to be extremely protective of me. She was always worried. Of course, that could have been because of the situation, though. But it could also be like this. Someone could be threatening Elaine. Elaine, is she planning on not coming back? Anne, just as if he read my mind, said, I asked her if she was leaving for good, but she said that wasn't it. When the situation clears up, she would come back. And she said that she's sorry. She asked me to tell you guys from Vigil too that she is sorry. And that she doesn't expect us to forgive her. Thinking back, Elaine did often look anxious. Especially, I apologize for not being more help. I'm really sorry that it had to be like this. She could actually have been threatened by someone. Trying to ignore the noise of the new hippies, I said out loud. So then you'll come with us from now on, Anne? Hansol let out a sigh. You don't like him? I guess we have to. Elaine did ask us. Anne, let's do our best. He is not a trained... Are we even trained? He's not a trained Vigil member. I looked over to Anne. Anne. It'll work out. Alright. I don't see any other way. It'll work out somehow. It's probably safer for Anne to be together with us. Anne came over and grabbed my hand. Boy. Dell, I'm so glad you said that. Okay. And you don't need to worry too much. I can promise that I won't be in the way. There's just one thing I am good at. What's that? Actually, extremely good at. Anne said, smiling brightly, and turned towards the rest of the crowded room. Acting? What does he do? Is he an actor or model? I forgot. Okay, that's the end of that chapter. We have another person to worry about. Well, we have a lot of people to worry about. So, we're gonna see R in a little bit, I'm sure. Elaine is more involved now. She's missing. Anvi is a new name introduced. She's missing. Adrian is now, like, he's stuck with us. Or, we're stuck with him. We're stuck with him. And Yuan, I'm saying her name totally wrong. I know I am. But Yuan, hopefully she's not a problem. But she's kind of, what's the word? Extreme. So thank you for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on my social medias, all in the description below, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.